Good morning, students. Today we are going to start new chapter number 7, evolution. This chapter is based on how the organisms evolved, how the origin of life took place on the earth. So let us study about the evolution. Following topics we are going to study in this chapter: origin of life, evolution of life forms, a theory. What are evidences for evolution? What is adaptive radiation, biological evolution, mechanism of evolution, Hardy-Weinberg principle, a brief account of evolution, origin and evolution of men, that is human being. Evolutionary biology is the study of history of life forms on earth. What exactly is evolution? To understand the changes in flora and fauna that have occurred over millions of years on earth, we must have an understanding of the context of origin of life, that is, evolution of earth, of stars, and of universe indeed itself. What follows is the longest of all construed and conjectured stories. This is the story of origin of life and evolution of life forms or biodiversity on planet Earth in the context of evolution of Earth and against the background of evolution of universe itself. This is very important. So, origin of life. When we look at stars on a clear night sky, we are, in a way, looking back in time. Stellar distance are measured in light years. Stellar distance means distance of stars. What we see today is an object whose emitted light started its journey millions of years back and from trillions of kilometers away and reaching our eyes now. This is strange. However, when we see objects in our immediate surrounding, we see them instantly and hence in the present time. Therefore, when we see stars, we apparently are peeping into the past. मतलब कि जो स्टार्स हम आज या अभी रात को देख रहे हैं, they are not shining now. वो ईयर्स पहले शाइन कर रहे थे. वो जो लाइट हमें आज दिखाई दे रही है वो कुछ सालों पुरानी है जो हमें आज दिखाई दे रही है. लेकिन ऑन द कॉन्ट्रास्ट हमारे आसपास की चीज़ें हमें अभी दिखाई दे रही है. सो जब भी हम स्टार्स को देखते हैं हम अपने पास्ट को देख रहे होते हैं. द ओरिजिन ऑफ लाइफ इज कंसीडर्ड अ यूनिक इवेंट इन द हिस्ट्री ऑफ यूनिवर्स. The universe is vast, relatively speaking. The earth itself is only a speck in the universe, that is a dot in the universe. The universe is old, almost 20 billion years old. Huge clusters of galaxies comprise the universe. Galaxies contain stars and clouds of gas and dust. Considering the size of universe, अर्थ इज़ इंडीड अ स्पैक. अगर हम यूनिवर्स की बात करें तो अगेन अर्थ इज़ लाइक अ डॉट इन इट. द बिग बैंग थियरी अटेम्प्ट्स टू एक्सप्लेन टू अस द ओरिजिन ऑफ यूनिवर्स. इट टॉक्स ऑफ अ सिंगुलर ह्यूज एक्सप्लोजन unimaginable in physical terms. According to बिग बैंग थियरी एक बड़ा सा एक्सप्लोजन हुआ था जो हम सोच भी नहीं सकते और उसी से ओरिजिन हुआ था यूनिवर्स का. द यूनिवर्स एक्सपांडेड एंड हेंस द टेम्परेचर केम डाउन. और वही बॉल ऑफ गैस जो खूब बड़ा था वो एक्सप्लोड होकर एक्सपांड हो गया जिसकी वजह से वो ठंडा होने लगा. हाइड्रोजन एंड हीलियम फॉर्म्ड सम टाइम लेटर. बाद में हाइड्रोजन और हीलियम गैसेस बनी. द गैसेस कंडेंस्ड अंडर ग्रेविटेशन एंड फॉर्म्ड द गैलेक्सीज ऑफ प्रेजेंट डे यूनिवर्स. ये सारी गैसेस बाद में कंडेंस होने लगी ग्रेविटेशन फोर्स की वजह से और इस तरह सारे प्लैनेट्स और सब कुछ इन द यूनिवर्स क्रिएटेड. इन द सोलर सिस्टम ऑफ द मिल्की वे गैलेक्सी, अर्थ वॉज सपोज्ड to have been formed about 4.5 billion years back. मिल्की वे गैलेक्सी इज़ आवर गैलेक्सी, वो गैलेक्सी जिसमें हमारा प्लैनेट, हमारी अर्थ एग्जिस्ट करता है, और ऐसा कहा जाता है कि हमारी अर्थ जो है वो 4.5 बिलियन ईयर्स से एग्जिस्ट कर रही है. There was no atmosphere on the early Earth. Water vapor, methane, carbon dioxide and ammonia released from molten mass covered the surface. The UV rays from the sun broke up water into hydrogen and oxygen, and the lighter hydrogen escaped. Oxygen combined with ammonia and methane to form water. So this was all about how the things come to the existence. CO2 and others. The ozone layer was formed as it is cooled. The water vapor fell as rain to fill all the depressions and form ocean. Life appeared 500 million years after the formation of Earth, that is almost 4 billion years back. Did life come from outer space? Some scientists believe that it came from outside. Early Greek thinkers thought units of life called spores were transferred to different planets, including Earth. Panspermia is still a favorite idea for some of the astronomers. For a long time, it was also believed that life came out of decaying and rotting matter like straw, mud, etc. This was the theory of spontaneous generation. Louis Pasteur, by careful experimentation, demonstrated that life comes only from pre-existing life. तो लाइफ के रिलेटेड अलग अलग थियरीज थी. किसी को लगा कि ये कहीं बाहर से आती है, तो ग्रीक थिंकर्स ने उन्हें स्पोर्स बताया. तो पेंसपर्मा थियरी आज भी बहुत फेवरेट है. बाद में ये भी माना गया कि लाइफ किन्हीं सड़ी गली चीज़ों से ओरिजिनेट करती है. स्पॉन्टेनियस जनरेशन बोला. लुइस पास्चर ने ये बताया कि लाइफ हमेशा प्री एग्जिस्टिंग लाइफ से ही आती है, मतलब कोई लिविंग ही अनदर लिविंग को बनाता है. क्लियर? Pasteur showed that in pre-sterilized flask, life did not come from killed yeast, while in another flask open to air, new living organisms arose from the killed yeast. उसने क्या बताया? पास्टर ने एक एक्सपेरिमेंट किया जिसमें 2 फ्लास्क लिए, एक को स्टराइल किया, किल्ड ईस्ट रख के क्लोज कर दिया. उसमें लाइफ उन्हें नहीं दिखाई दी, लेकिन दूसरे फ्लास्क को खुला एयर में छोड़ दिया और उसमें भी किल्ड ईस्ट डाले, लेकिन उसमें लाइफ दिखाई दी. तो उन्होंने इसे स्पॉन्टेनियस जनरेशन वाली जो थ्योरी थी उसे डिसमिस कर दिया और बताया कि जहाँ लाइफ होती है वहीं से नई लाइफ अराइज होती है. So however, this did not answer how the first life came from the earth. So Oparin of Russia and Haldane in England proposed that the first form of life could have come from pre-existing non-living organic molecules like RNA, protein, etc. And the formation of life was preceded by chemical evolution. That is, पहले chemical evolution हुआ, बाद में बायोमोलिक्यूल्स बने और बाद में लाइफ. दैट इज फॉर्मेशन ऑफ डाइवर्स ऑर्गेनिक मॉलिक्यूल्स फ्रॉम द इनऑर्गेनिक कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट्स. तो सबसे पहले जो हमने देखा कि एटमॉस्फेयर में गैसेस थी, उनसे इनऑर्गेनिक चीज़ों से पहले ऑर्गेनिक मॉलिक्यूल्स बने, बायोमोलिक्यूल्स बने, जैसे आरएनए, प्रोटीन, और उसके बाद में फर्स्ट लाइफ फॉर्म जो है वो जनरेट हुआ होगा. द कंडीशंस ऑफ अर्थ वर हाई टेम्परेचर, वोल्केनिक स्ट्रोम्स, reducing atmosphere, that is containing methane, ammonia, etc. In 1953, S.L. Miller, an American scientist, created a similar condition in the laboratory scale. He created electric discharge in a closed flask containing methane, hydrogen, ammonia and water vapor at 800 degrees Celsius. He observed formation of amino acids. In similar experiments, others observed formation of sugar, nitrogen base, pigment and fat. Analysis of meteorite content also revealed that similar compounds, indicating that similar processes are occurring elsewhere in the space also. मतलब गैसेस जो हैं वो रिएक्ट करके इतने हाई टेम्परेचर पर दूसरे मॉलिक्यूल्स बनाती हैं, जैसे अमीनो एसिड, शुगर, प्रोटीन एंड एट्सेट्रा। लेकिन जो मीटियोराइट्स अर्थ तक पहुंचते हैं उन यही चीज़ें देखकर हम ये आइडिया लगा सकते हैं कि शायद ऐसी ही प्रोसेस यूनिवर्स में कहीं और भी हो रही हैं। With this limited evidence, the first part of the conjectured story, that is chemical evolution, was more or less accepted. और इसी वजह से जो पहली थियोरी है केमिकल इवोल्यूशन की, वो थोड़ी या ज़्यादा पर एक्सेप्ट तो हुई है। किसी ने ज़्यादा एक्सेप्ट की, किसी ने अभी भी ऑब्जेक्शंस दिखाए हैं। We have no idea about how the first self-replicating metabolic capsule of life arose. नहीं पता कि ये छोटी छोटी चीज़ें कब इकट्ठा होकर एक बड़ा लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म, मतलब एक बड़ा सेल बना गई। The first non-cellular forms of life could have originated 3 billion years back. तो पहले non-cellular form of life हुआ होगा, मतलब RNA, protein. They would have been giant molecules. Clear? So this way, this is the experiment of Miller, in which he took this apparatus and maintained 800 degrees Celsius temperature and bring about the gases methane, ammonia, water and hydrogen. The gases combined together, and when they were condensed and collected, they give out the substances like amino acid. So this was all about how the Miller conducted the experiment. These capsules reproduced their molecules. Perhaps the first cellular form of life did not possibly originate till about 2000 million years ago. ऐसा माना जाता है कि 3000 साल पहले नॉन सेल्यूलर फॉर्म्स बन गए, लेकिन अभी भी 3 मिलियन ईयर्स पहले, 3 बिलियन ईयर्स पहले, 3000 बिलियन ईयर्स पहले, लेकिन 2000 मिलियन ईयर्स पहले तक भी सेल्यूलर लाइफ ओरिजिनेट नहीं हुई. These were probably single cells. All life forms were in water environment only. This version of biogenesis, that is the first form of life, arose slowly through evolutionary forces from non-living molecules, is accepted by majority. However, once formed, how the first cellular form of life could have evolved into a complex biodiversity of today is the fascinating story that will be discussed below. So chemical theory explained the origin of first life form. Clear? Now how the or other life forms originated will be discussing here. So evolution of life forms, a theory. Conventional religious literature tells us about the theory of special creation. This theory has three connotations. One, that all living organisms that we see today were created as such. 2. That the diversity was always the same since creation and will be the same in future. Also, 3. The earth is about 4000 years old. All these ideas were strongly challenged during the 19th century based on observations made during a sea voyage in a sea journey in a sail ship called HMS Beagle round the world. Charles Darwin concluded that existing life forms share similarities to various degrees, not only among themselves but also with the life forms that existed millions of years ago. Many such life forms do not exist anymore. There had been extinctions of different life forms in the years gone by, just as new life forms arose at different periods of history of earth. There has been a gradual evolution of life forms. Any population has built-in variation in characteristics. Those characteristics which enable some to survive better in the natural conditions like climate, food, physical factor would outbreed others and are less endowed to survive under such natural conditions. Another word used is fitness of the individual or survival of the fittest according to the Darwin. The fitness refers ultimately and not only to reproductive fitness. Hence, those who are better fit in an environment live more progeny than others. These therefore will survive more and hence are selected by nature. He called it natural selection and implied it as a mechanism of evolution. So this is natural selection theory by Darwin. Let us also remember that Alfred Wallace, a naturalist who worked in Malay archipelago island, had also come to similar conclusions around the same time. In due course of time, apparently new types of organisms are recognizable. All the existing life forms share similarities and share common ancestors. However, these ancestors were present at different periods in the history of Earth, epochs, periods, and eras. The geological history of Earth closely correlates with the biological history of Earth. A common permissible conclusion is that Earth is very old, not thousands of years as was thought earlier, but billions of years old. So this was all about the theory of origin of Earth and life.